Christmas, the season of trees, decorations, and gifts. The season of Christ's birth and the promise of salvation for his people. Since the Old Testament prophecies of the Messiah's birth, then the second advent and the return of Christ, his children have been waiting. Waiting on God should not be frustrating or discouraging. Waiting on God should be full of expectation and hope. Let's join Pastor Jeremy for this installment of The Gift is Waiting, Peace Realized.
Hello. Well, I'm not Pastor Jeremy, but I'm going to jump in for a minute. All right, is that okay? Okay, kids.
And I'm older, so I'm going to sit in the chair.
All right, kids. Let's tell your parents, what is this? Michaela, what is this? Right. So the story behind this present is it showed up on my desk the first Sunday of Advent, and somebody who gave it to me was really mean because they wrote on it, "Do not open until Christmas." Every Sunday we took a vote. So just so you parents know, I have notes for you on who said wait and who said open. We took a vote every Sunday, and I said to them, should we open it? Should we wait? We talked about how I hate waiting. I hate waiting in traffic. I hate waiting at the grocery store. And I especially hate waiting to open my presents. But guess what today is? Today's Christmas. You know what that means? Open it. Right?
Open it. Open
right,
it.
You guys ready?
Open it. Open it.
Yeah.
Open it. Open it. Open. Here it goes. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open. Yay.
Well, there's something in there, but it doesn't sound like an Avengers toy. Should I open the box?
Yes.
Oh, there's some things in here. I got a cross. Guess what else is in this box? I got some rocks. Rocks? Why would I need rocks? Thomas, what do you think this means? What does that mean?
I think it means how God died.
Yeah, it's about, I think it does have to do with that. I think it has to do with Jesus. Because Christmas, yeah, Christmas is wonderful. I love Christmas. We get to celebrate baby Jesus, and last night we had 2,000 to 3,000 people come and watch us present the Christmas story. Isn't that amazing? But you know what? That's phenomenal. They came to see baby Jesus. But you know what? Christmas to me is about more than that. Because later on when Jesus grows up, he teaches us some really important lessons. And he tells us, the Bible tells us, so that for God loved the world so much that he gave Jesus to us. That whoever believes in him will be friends with Jesus forever. Gets to be with him forever. And I don't know about you, but that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. What do you think, Pastor Jeremy?
I think that's an awesome deal.
That sounds like a pretty good deal. I would love to spend time with Jesus. And I'm so fortunate that God sent his son. And we know that Easter's coming, right? And we know that we get a chance to have the best gift of all. And what that is to spend time and be in a relationship with Jesus and have him to be part of our lives. Isn't that spectacular?
It's absolutely awesome.
It's unbelievable.
Anything more in that box?
I do have something in this box.
There's more in the box. Say, there's more in the box. Everybody, ready? 1, 2, 3. There's more in the box.
You know what this one says?
Do not open until Easter.
Do not open. When do I get to open that, Pastor Jeremy?
I don't know. What are we going to do with that?
Do not open. Should I open it? Come on. Now your parents are watching. You're all going to say no, right? What should I do with that?
Are we opening it?
I don't know. Should we open it?
I don't know.
It says don't open. What is that? What could that mean? What could that mean, Pastor Jeremy?
Do it. Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a riot on our hands.
I think we do. Okay. Okay, I tell you what. Before we open it, I have to tell you a little story.
All right.
And then we'll think about opening the box, okay? So here's my story, okay? The pastor was coming to visit your house one day. And when the pastor comes to visit, everybody cleans their house really, really good. Yeah, your house, yeah. So somebody was cleaning your house. I don't know, mommy, daddy, a maid, I don't know who cleans your house. But they were cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and the doorbell rang and the pastor came. And they were showing him all around the house, because when the pastor comes, everybody shows him around the house. And while they were showing around the house, the little girl in the house came running downstairs, and she pulled on her mummy's skirt, and she said, "Mummy, Mummy, I have something very important to tell you." She said, "Not now, the pastor's here." She said, "No, no, no, I have something really important to tell you. You have to listen." So Mummy stopped what she was doing with the pastor, and she listened very carefully. And the little girl said, "Mummy, is it true that when God made us, he made us from the dust of the earth?" Mummy said, "That's right. God made us out of dust." Then she said, "Is it true that when we die, we return to dust?" And Mummy said, "That's right. When we die, we return to the dust of the ground." Mummy said, "You better come quickly to my bedroom because there's somebody either coming or going underneath my bed." So Jesus always came and left and came and left, right? He came as a baby, right? And then he left when he died on the cross. And then he came back again after he died, right? And then what happened to him after he died? What happened to him? Do you know? Yes, Hannah. He went back up to heaven, and then we know that he's coming again. He just comes and goes and comes and goes. So while we're waiting for Jesus to come again, I wonder what we should do, because he's not here physically with us right now.
No, he's not.
His presence is here with us, his spirit. But I wonder what we should do while we wait. Any ideas what we should do while we wait for Jesus? Yes, Mr. Riley. Wait till Christmas? Yeah, I think you're all waiting patiently, aren't you, for Christmas? Who's already opened their gifts this morning? How many opened their gifts? How many of you are waiting to open your gifts till later? Yes. So how are you waiting? What's inside you while you're waiting? Our parents. Well, what are you feeling? What are you feeling while you're waiting? Who's got an answer? Yes, sir.
When I wait, I kind of play with the toys I have.
You play with the toys you have while you wait. That's a really good answer.
I open kind of the ones that are from everybody else, but we have like 3 boxes. Me and my brother Jono.
Yes.
We have 3 boxes full of presents. We didn't open
That you have to wait
That's
for.
why I went like this.
But while you're waiting, you play with the things you have. How else do you wait? Who else? What's your feeling inside? You're waiting. Yes, Ava, what are you waiting? Are you happy while you wait? Are you sad while you wait? How do you wait? Very calmly. Oh, very good. Riley, how do you wait? You wait in your heart? You wait in your heart as you wonder what's going to happen. Michaela, how are you waiting? You've got to wait till after lunch today. Patiently. Yes, sir. How are you waiting? Excited. Yes. And how about you? How are you waiting?
I'm waiting patient. I'm waiting with my family.
You're waiting with your family. You're waiting with, yes. And how about you? How are you waiting?
I'm waiting with my grandpa.
You're waiting with your grandpa. That's great. And how are you waiting?
Really impatiently.
Really impatiently. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Very impatiently. Well, I thought today the Bible tells us that Jesus is going to come back again. But this time not as a baby. He's going to come back as a grown-up. And I thought while we're waiting for Jesus, we should celebrate. And I thought, what a better way to celebrate than with something to eat. Right? Right? So I thought we would celebrate today with cupcakes. Is that okay? Can we celebrate with cupcakes? So I'm going to open my box, and I have cupcakes.
Pastor Jeremy, how many cupcakes do you have in that box?
I have 1 cupcake in the box.
What?
I only have 1 cupcake in the box. What am I going to do? Look, I've only got 1 cupcake. What am I going to do? How are we going to celebrate
What should we
with
do?
1 cupcake? What should I do? Burn it for Jesus. Don't touch my cupcake. What should I do? I could split it into 12s. Wow.
what
How
about
about
the
you?
other
What should I
12?
do? I have a card under my box.
Ooh.
Yes. Somebody noticed I have a card. Riley, do you want to
Oh.
do something with the cupcake? What should we do with the cupcake?
Yeah, I would bring Jesus' disciples and make a lot of cupcakes for everyone.
Bring Jesus' disciples and make a lot of cupcakes. Maybe I should pray over this and see if I can get more cupcakes. What do you think? Yes, sir. What am I going to do with my one cupcake?
I think we should go out and grab food in the front.
Oh, go out and get the food from the courtyard and bring it in.
That's a great
Wow, I think we've got an engineer on our hands, right? Well, I tell you what we're going to do. I only have one cupcake in the box, okay? So I think I'll just eat it. Is that okay? No, I won't do that. No, I won't do it. Wait a minute. I have a card. Somebody noticed I have a card. Wait a minute. I have a card. Okay, it says to, who can read that? Can you read that?
To Rock City Kids.
Oh, you can read that. Okay, there you go. I didn't know you could read that well. Okay, so I'm going to open my card. Now we're waiting, right? What are we waiting for? Cupcakes. Right? Because we're celebrating. What are we waiting for? Do you know what we're waiting? What are we waiting for? Cupcakes. You got it. You're right on. Okay, oh, wow. Who reads really well? Can you read? Who reads really well? Can you read, Riley? Can you read that? It's hard to read because it's my right, okay?
There is more to come.
There is more to come. And who signed my card? Can you read that? That's my writing. It's hard to read my writing. Jesus. There's more to come. So while we're waiting, we're going to wait with faith and we're going to wait with hope. Okay, are there more cupcakes to come, Miss Kay?
I hope so.
Does anybody have more? Oh, look at this. Okay. Wait a minute. Take the lid. Okay. Oh, my goodness me.
Okay, we're going to start down here. I promise you're going to get one.
Okay, everybody's going to get one. You got to sit here and eat it, okay?
Quick. Here you go.
Jesus' birthday. I'll start from this
Here you
end.
go, buddy.
Okay, here you go.
Jaden.
There
Merry
you go.
Christmas. Here you go. Merry Christmas. Chocolate. Well, this is chocolate with white icing. Here you go.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you can eat it, okay? Keep the
Here you go,
wrapper for
Liliana.
me.
You want to have a seat, honey?
Here we go. Okay.
Whoop. Here you go, Brooklyn. Here's
Okay.
one for you,
We've
honey.
got a lot. Look.
We got lots.
Okay.
You're good? What about you, Belle? You want one? You got, Sandra, do you want a cupcake?
Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay, you guys want to...
Yeah, we'll leave them
Oh,
here.
these are gluten-free? Okay. So these ones are gluten-free. Does anybody need a gluten-free one? Oh, you got one,
yeah.
Riley. Okay, that's gluten-free. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right.
And guess what I got
Okay, you
for
better... Okay. What am I going to do now while they eat this?
I don't know. What should we do?
I don't know what we should do. I have no idea what to do. These are gluten-free, right? Okay, so perfect. Okay, I got to look at my little card. Okay, you guys eating? Okay, keep your wrappers
eating.
for me. We're going to collect them, okay? And we're going to do that. Aren't they awesome? Okay, I know what I have to do. Okay, you guys eat that, and I'm going to go over here and talk to the adults, okay? You want to turn around so everybody can watch you eat? Sure. Okay. Turn around and watch me eat. Okay?
Yeah.
So, one of the reasons, I want to tell you a story, and I'm going to ask those that are taking up our Christmas morning offering if they would come and get in position, please. And if you're a guest here this morning, don't feel obliged to give. You're welcome to give if you'd like to, but we take up an awesome year-end Christmas offering every year that basically funds our mission program for the entire year. So thank you so much for your generosity and your kindness. And people say to me, why do you do a Christmas morning service? And I need to tell you the story of who was a really good friend of mine. And his name was Jerry Reddy. And Jerry lived in the apartment building down below our old church on Preach Street. And one Christmas morning, our band was rehearsing very early, and Jerry could hear the band from the parking lot down below. What we didn't know at the time was that during that week, Jerry had gone out and he'd bought a very long length of O pipe. And Jerry was in the process of attaching that pipe to the exhaust in his car and running it in the window. And he had decided that Christmas Day he was going to take his life because life was not worth it to him. And he heard the music and he walked up the hill. And if you know the old Preach Street Church, it's sitting up on a high hill. And he walked all the way up Regent Street and along York Street and then up Preach Street to the top of the hill. And he came into our Christmas morning service. And in our Christmas morning service, he discovered something that he had not known before. He discovered Jesus. And he discovered that Jesus wanted to go on the journey with him. And that no matter how difficult his life was and how challenging his life was, that from that morning forward, he would never go through anything alone, but he would always go through it with Jesus. So I always remember sometimes when I'm tired and I want to get up Christmas morning and think of coming and celebrating church, I always remember the story of Jerry. And you know, Jerry's story is repeated hundreds and hundreds of times over every Christmas. When people suddenly discover that there is someone who wants to walk the journey of life with them. And the only thing is that he needs to be invited to do that. We need to say, come on, Jesus, walk with me. You know, in our circles, we call that being transformed in our life by carrying Jesus with us. In the great times, in the awesome times, in the dark times, in the difficult times, that you don't have to go alone. Perhaps the best verse ever written about that was written by the psalmist David in the 23rd Psalm that many of you will know. And he says, even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And so today the message of Christmas is so simple, that God has intersected human nature. He exploded into humanity so that he could walk this life with us and carry us on this journey. So we thank you so much for spending your Christmas morning with us and your time with us. And I'm going to pray over this, and then I'm going to ask Dominica Frometta if she would come and sing for us. Okay, so let's pray. Father God, I thank you for your presence. Lord, man, life is tough sometimes. For all its greatness, for all its wonder, for all its beauty, my gosh, sometimes it's just plain hard. So, Father, I thank you that we have the opportunity to discover the same Jesus that Jerry Reddy discovered today. That, Father, simply for the asking, Jesus, come, walk this life with me. Be with me, Lord. Help me through the journey. And, Father, sometimes what gets in the way of that is just our pride and our self-sufficiency. But today, Lord, as we think of you, God of mighty gods, humbling yourself, and reducing yourself to a mere speck and being born and being cared for by Mary and trusting yourself into her care. And then walking a very difficult road, finding yourself unjustly murdered, Father, because of the cruelty of this world. And yet on the third day, defeating the thing that defeats us all, which is death, to prove to us that there is no more death. Father, I thank you that you've promised to come back again. You've promised to come back and make everything right, Lord. All those things that worry us, that have caused us pain, that have brought us tragedy, you've come, Lord, and you said you would restore it all. And that is our great hope, Lord, that as you've come and gone, this time you will come and set up your kingdom, which is beauty and love, and it will be forever. So, Father, we long for that today because the pain in our heart rises to the surface at times like this. And we long, Lord, for that day when you will set everything right. And until that time, that's our trust and that's our hope. And we just thank you now, Lord, in your name.